The name of C.K. Nayudu would indeed be familiar to many of us. The C.K. Nayudu Lifetime Achievement Award. Our idols Vishwanath, Gavaskar, Durrani, Kirmani, Kapil Dev, Contractor, and several others have won this prestigious award in previous years. And there is also the annual C.K. Nayudu Trophy for under 22 cricket. Who was this C.K. Nayudu? To understand why C.K. Nayudu is a towering figure in India's cricket history, we must time travel back 100 years to the days of the British Raj. 1926. India is still reeling from the wounds of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. There is deep political unrest and public resentment across the country. And England's MCC team, led by Arthur Gilligan, are in India on their maiden visit. In December that year, in Bombay, a young man from Nagpur, Kottari Kanakaiah Nayudu, better known as C.K. Nayudu, beat the MCC bowling to pulp, hammering 11 sixers on his way to a swashbuckling 153. The public response was euphoric. He was deluged by gifts, jewels, watches, and even a motorcycle. Keep in mind, those were the times when the idea of England evoked power, supremacy, general dire, fear, and terror. Nayudu had done the unthinkable by humbling the English attack at their very game. When Douglas Jardine's MCC visited the Indian subcontinent in the winter of 1933, the public sentiment against the ruling British was even more volatile and bitter. Nayudu lit up the gloom with a furious 116 against England at Lahore. Two young students in the crowd later wrote of how his stroke play symbolized a broader political possibility. Expressing gratitude to Nayudu, one wrote, "You have driven away the fear of the foreigner." And a second student said, "Every sixer hit by you against the visitors was as good as a nail in the coffin of the British Empire. The power of your strokes was an assertion of our resolve to throw the British out of India." Nayudu became a national hero. Tall, athlete, and endowed with powerful wrists and sharp eyesight, C.K. Nayudu seemed like someone nature had specifically cut out for cricket. He led India in their first ever test match against Douglas Jardine's England at Lord's in 1932. He was the first Indian to feature among the Wisden cricketers of the year next spring. Thereafter, he led India in all of the test matches played before the Second World War. He was so popular that, at times, he reportedly toppled even Mahatma Gandhi in the race for headlines. He was the first sports person to be awarded the Padma Bhushan and even one of the first Indians ever, certainly the first cricketer, to endorse commercial brands. Considering that Nayudu played over 80 years ago, there isn't much footage about him. However, I have managed to dig out a rare clip, although a short one, from a local match played at Nagpur in 1949 when Nayudu was already 56 years of age. This should give us a glimpse of the great-granddaddy of Indian cricket.
The West Indies team and the CP Governors 11 met in Nagpur. Among the interested spectators was Premier Ravi Shankar Shukla. Going in for their second knock on the final day, the home side made a disastrous start. But C.K. Nayudu stemmed the rot, piling up 72 runs. The match, however, went in favor of the visitors. Governor Pakwasa congratulated members of the winning team and presented a cricket bat to C.K. Nayudu, a happy souvenir of a captain's innings. Later, the governor was at home to the players. The function was attended by the elite of Nagpur.